Hello Uganda, welcome to BC Lunchtime News. I am Brian Tumwine Bieruhanga. To our first story. 45 foreign delegates have confirmed attendance of President Museveni's swearing-in ceremony next week on the 12th of May. During a media briefing at Uganda Media Center in Kampala, Minister for Presidency Milly Babalanda, together with the NRM Secretary General, that is Richard Trodrong, said that 30 to 40,000 people are expected in Kololo on the D-Day. Let's take a look.
International invitations. His Excellency the President of the Republic of Uganda invited many of his colleagues from the African continent and other parts of the world to join him on this auspicious occasion. As by today, so far 30 delegations have confirmed attendance. His Excellency the President also invited 16 of the revolutionary parties across the world, and information from the NRM Secretariat has indicated that 15 delegations have so far confirmed. Among the key invited guests are cabinet ministers, members of parliament, both the 11th and the incoming 12th members of parliament, civil servants, Uganda's ambassadors serving the different stations across the world, the NRM heads of the different structures across the country, members of the diplomatic corps accredited to Uganda, religious leaders, traditional and cultural leaders, and all Ugandans from all walks of life are welcome to Kololo ceremonial grounds.
And we expect close to 30 to 40,000 people at Kololo. And this includes national and international guests. The money that will be spent on that day is part of the money that was budgeted for by the government of the Republic of Uganda. It is the money that was voted for and passed in the budget. And this money is not something that is new. For every inauguration ceremony of a president, there is always a national budget attached to. And so we are going to confine ourselves within that particular national budget, which was already passed, and the record is there in government and in parliament. So there is nothing new. We are restricting ourselves to the budget which was given to a function like that. We have about 19 political parties across the world that have confirmed are coming. We are inviting 50 people per district. 50 times the number of districts of Uganda, how many are those people? We are inviting all Ugandans around, including you, the journalists. So whoever is coming will have something to drink, something to eat, and if you are NRM, you'll have a t-shirt to wear, which the party is giving, not government. The t-shirt the party is giving, but not government. The budget for the t-shirt is not part of the budget from government. That one the party has mobilized. We have enough t-shirts in our store.
And to our next story, the Patriotic League of Uganda Diaspora has donated mama kits and maternity materials to expectant mothers at Entebbe Regional Referral Hospital to mark the celebrations of General Muhoozi Kainerugaba's birthday for the PLU Diaspora. Led by Ronnie Kananura, the chairperson of PLU Diaspora, they stressed the need to giving back to the less privileged and lauded General MK for this year's theme. Let's take a look.
We thought of asking people in the diaspora to come down with us such that we could show support, but most of them wouldn't see the vision. So when I sat and spoke to the external and a couple of other PLU members like Ruhemba, Asaf, we decided and said, let's identify a hospital or hospitals to work together such that we can bring people closer. We might not all have the same ideology, but when it comes to health, health comes first. We said, let's give back to the expectant mothers. Let's try and groom these kids. For the initiative of MK, let's plant 5 trees to remember that that was his trademark for 50 years above. This is the next Uganda we are looking at. We are trying to protect and secure what we have had before.
Last month was General Muhoozi's birth month, and he had a run celebrate his 52nd birthday. And the theme was Run for Charity, Run for Hope. And indeed, we went out there, we sold kits to get funds so that we can reach out to unprivileged members of society. And in this matter, he felt it in his wisdom to pass on what was collected to orphanages. Now, with that spirit, we said no. We as the diaspora, what can we also do? Okay, we had a run, but let's also reach out to hospitals, especially mothers who have just given birth, and those little people, little kids, the babies.
And as a hospital, we are 200 bed capacity hospital here, and yeah, we offer many services. Most of them are curative services, and most of our funding, of course, it is mainly from government. And as we provide the service, of course, some gaps. I know they are here and there. I think this is why you also thought of Entebbe, because somehow you knew there may be something lacking.
Over 500 hectares of crops have been destroyed due to a hailstorm that devastated two parishes of Chisukuma sub-county in Hoima district. The hailstorm also destroyed houses in the area and one church belonging to the Seventh-day Adventist SDA. The affected parishes include Heibale, that has 4 villages, and Bukona, which also has 4 villages, marking 8 villages that were destroyed by the hailstorm. Let's take a look.
At least with food, with seeds for more plantations, even to support in terms of building materials, because some buildings were destroyed by heavy wind.
You to come in and help us, because our children in the coming months, they may not have what to eat, because all has been destroyed by the hailstones. So we urge you to come in and help the NGOs. Please come and help.
Ebyokulya tubya mu ndimiro, okulima, kutungamu akasente.
Sad news coming from Hoima. 100 of Uganda's top performing students have been enrolled into a prestigious leadership and mentorship program aimed at shaping the next generation of African leaders. The students have joined the Equity Leaders Program, an initiative of the Equity Group Foundation, officially launched on the 4th of May 2026 at Africa Bible University in Lubowa. Let's take a watch.
And agriculture pillar. Similar question, if you worked...
So this is the starting point of transforming lives in the communities, where identify, if you look at most of these scholars, they are coming from districts, from outlying, from everywhere. So we start by identifying that talent at community level. That's the way we can transform lives at community level, every part of the country. So by that, this is how as Equity really plays to transform lives, give dignity to the African people. This is one, education is the best way of giving dignity to humanity, and that's what we are doing. This is our 5th year, as I said. We have had 4 successful cohorts. We take 100 each. I'll tell you the most successful thing, one consistent thing we have done throughout the years is making sure that there is gender balance in the selection criteria. We separate, we make sure that 50%, at least 50% must be females, and the balance will be males. So by that we are actually bringing gender diversity into it. And secondly, we have had students who have gone global. Last year we put our first student at Harvard University.
Well, it's been a wonderful moment of learning and sharing experiences and knowing more about Equity Bank. Well, the most interesting part was the teamwork we had together, meeting different faces from different regions and schools. It was really fun to share and learn from them. Well, I also liked the presentation part, whereby we had different members given their different opinions on how equity can improve life. I've also got inspired by the personal story of the MD, Mr. Gifty, who said that success comes to those who work hard. I've learned to work hard.
Terrorizing the girls with
I think also it is indeed equitable for us to go for a break. UBC Lunchtime News takes a short break and we shall do return with business.
And that's it for today. Till the next episode.
Like a daily bando, like a daily bando, like a daily bando. Omuliro nguwulira muli mu mutima gukankana like drums. Kalakata, kalakata, enendungu yakusabula. Mikono juu, free of fire, free of fire, free of fire.
It's our mission to secure your money.
Protecting your money is as important as earning it. It is for this reason that the Deposit Protection Fund of Uganda, DPF, was established by the government of Uganda to provide deposit protection to customers of regulated financial institutions. In the unlikely event that your commercial bank, credit institution or microfinance deposit-taking institution fails, the DPF will pay you up to 10 million Uganda shillings. Keep your personal information such as national identification number, mobile phone or an alternative bank account updated with your banker. Terms and conditions apply. For more information, contact DPF at Aha Towers, Plot 7 Lodell Road, Kampala. Call 0312-206-400 or visit our website at www.dpf.or.ug.
We are the DPF. We protect your money. Protection Fund of Uganda.
In 1986, a new chapter began. A fundamental change was etched into the heart of our nation. Uganda has since then witnessed a socio-economic transformation under the leadership of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Through peace and security of persons and property, economic growth, infrastructure expansion, health improvements, education, regional integration, industrialization, digital transformation, youth and women empowerment, wealth creation, among others. A nation once in recovery is now a beacon of regional stability. The people have spoken and the NRM government has been given another term in office. The Board of Directors, Management and staff of the Uganda Broadcasting Corporation proudly congratulate His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni Tibuhaburwa upon his resounding victory in the recent elections. Witness history as it happens as we broadcast the swearing-in ceremony on Tuesday, the 12th of May 2026, live at the Kololo Independence Grounds here on UBC TV, our radio stations and all our digital platforms. Ugandans, let's protect our gains. Long live NRM, long live Uganda. UBC, inspiring Uganda.
And that's it for today. till the next episode.
Like a daily bando, like a daily bando, like a daily bando. Omuliro nguwulira muli mumutima kukankana like drums. Kalakata, kalakata, enendungu yakusabula. Mikono juu, free of fire, free of fire, free of fire.
In a fast-moving world, why are we still stuck with paperwork? Signing here, stamping there, moving from office to office. It's exhausting. Now, there's a better way. With UG Pass, you can securely prove your identity, sign documents, and access government services anytime, anywhere. No delays, no stress. Everything is instant, safe, secure, and government-backed. UG Pass, your identity secured. Available on the Apple App Store and Google Play Store. UG Pass is a product of NITA Uganda.
In rural Uganda, many subsisting farmers dream of growing their farms into successful businesses. If only they had capital for better tools and inputs. Good news! The Parish Development Model Fund is here to support subsistence farmers. To access these PDM funds, first, join an enterprise group of 10 to 30 households. Registration is completely free. These groups focus on high-value enterprises. Then, enterprise groups come together to form a PDM circle, led by a chairman who submits a loan application. When the Parish Development Committee receives the loan application, they review, vet, and approve with transparency. SACCO members also receive hands-on training in agriculture extension, business, and financial services to the Parish Circle at a practical training center. After the PDC approves the loan application, the SACCO chairman initiates funds disbursement to beneficiaries via Wendy on their mobile phone with the approval of both the SACCO secretary and treasurer on their mobile phones. Finally, the PDM funds are transferred to a beneficiary's Wendy wallet. The beneficiary receives 1 million Ugandan shillings directly on their phone via the Wendy wallet. Parish Development Model, empowering communities for wealth creation.
Welcome back from that short commercial break. UBC Lunchtime News continues with business. A Safari Beats Uganda, in partnership with the Uganda Tourism Board and the Nile Breweries Limited, has launched the first ever entertainment tourism to showcase Uganda's cultural heritage to the global community. This follows the hosting of Jamaican celebrated musician Grace Latoya, commonly known as Spice Official, who is in Uganda for a week-long tour to the famous cultural and tourism sites in Uganda. Paula Nahamia, the CEO of Safari Beats Uganda, says the move is to enhance global recognition and local motivation needed to protect traditions, heritage sites, and arts in Uganda. Let's take a look.
Trust me, it's because of God that we are here. And with that, I also need to thank my sister, Spice, for believing in me and being patient with us and saying, I am coming to Uganda. After what happened last year, Spice still said she was coming. So I want to thank her because she's also a believer. And something surprising I need to say is anything to do with a woman, Spice will support. So she's a fighter for every woman and she will stand in for you.
The global industry is expected to grow by 50 billion in 2030. This is the night entertainment and all these other nice things. That is 31 times the contribution of tourism to our country's development. By 2027, it's estimated that there will be about 500 million attendees who will be attending, events like this. What a better way for us as a country to tap into that aspect of tourism and use it to get to promote our country. We have a beautiful country spice, as you're aware. The tree climbing lions, I'm sure you've seen the catalogue, to the gentle giants. We have half of the world's gorillas in here in Uganda. We can assure you that you'll have a wonderful time.
So, three things that we can relate with Nile Special and Spice. One of the things is quality. We all know Spice, I mean, it speaks for itself. She is the queen of dancehall. And with us, we only deal with people that are unmatched in anything, and hence we are dealing with her. That's why we are unmatched in gold. Nile Special, same thing. Second thing, confidence. You see it on the stage, you see it wherever she's performing. It's the same thing we also bring. And thirdly, she brings people together, just like Nile Special. And that's why we are here. We can't wait for the 9th.
I'm going to be here for the entire week. So thank you so much to the tourism board for coming on board, because me make sure I tell Paula I want to go everywhere. I want to see the pearl of Africa. I'm here for a reason, so make sure I don't miss anything. Me want to see everything. I want to go everywhere. Yeah. And I want to eat the food. I'm so appreciative of your culture. When I was coming in, I said, I want a Uganda passport. Me just feel at home. Seeing the people, even when I came to the airport, I met this beautiful young lady, and she looks so much like my daughter. And when I look at you and I look at the beautiful woman here in Uganda, I'm looking in a mirror. I just see so many women who look like me, and I know I was taken from somewhere here, the pearl of Africa. So I just want you to know that I love your country, I love your culture. I'm very happy to be here. I'm very grateful. I'm going to give you a good show.
Great dancing there for you. Uganda is hosting 13 German coffee roasters and buyers to strengthen market linkages and promote Uganda's coffee. State Minister for Agriculture Fred Chakulaga met with the team at the Ministry of Agriculture headquarters in Entebbe. He implored the visiting delegation to invest in Uganda. Let's take a look.
The delegates, led by the ambassador of Uganda to Germany, Stephen Mubiru, is on a coffee origin familiarization trip to Uganda.
So coffee.
The visit will bridge the gap between German roasters and Ugandan coffee producers. Ambassador Stephen Mubiru says the engagement with local roasters and buyers will promote Uganda as a premium and reliable coffee origin.
Uganda is planning to become #1 coffee producing country in Africa. Even it may be in the world with time. But we must prepare for this journey. As we produce, we must have market. How have we become more friendly to the buyers? That's why we are here.
Africa contributes about 20% of the global coffee volume. But unfortunately, our share of the earnings from the coffee value chain is a little minimal.
Minister of State for Agriculture Fred Chakulaga has implored the visiting delegates to prioritize investing in Uganda, as the government has put in place favorable working environment for investors.
On top of the tax and non-tax incentives, when you come and invest in Uganda and make money, you have to take your profits back home without any regulation, without any hindrance. You are free to remit your profits.
Coffee is a leading revenue-generating crop, contributing to Uganda's GDP. However, there is a need for value addition to meet international market standards.
We as a roaster, or I am as a roaster, can market the coffee and also make the marketing or make Ugandan coffee stand out compared to other coffees.
I'm here to learn more about the coffee value chain in Uganda, and also seeking for university collaborations for innovations. And I would love to inspire our students and customers about the beautiful culture of Uganda.
The German roasters and buyers' visit to Uganda will provide experimental learning through farm visits, processing facilities, and capping sessions.
UBC News, let's now talk sports. The Airtel Bika Cup 2026 kicked off earlier at Wankulukuku with the exciting action as clans began in the quest to glory in football and netball competition. In the opening football match, Mosul clan delivered a dominant performance, defeating Nte with 3-1 in a lively encounter that set the tone of the tournament. Mosul showed early intent, taking control of the game. Let's take a look.
Players to continue displaying not only good talent, but also play with a sense of professionalism, a sense of discipline, and a sense of sportsmanship. Let's together grow this tournament to make it one of the biggest tournaments in this country, as we've done in the past. On behalf of Airtel Uganda, we continue to pledge our commitment to the Kingdom of Uganda and the Ugandans at large to continue supporting all forms of sports as we continue to grow our country.
That the clan system is the social system that has survived 1,000 years, acting as the web that brings all the people of Buganda, all the Baganda together. So that's one major aspect of our heritage. But we can also rely on Bika football to promote soccer, to promote football. Football is a sport which unifies people. And I don't think there is any better way than uniting the people premised on their culture or their heritage or their history. So Bika football is very important for the promotion of heritage, for the promotion of sports, for unifying people.
Yes, football indeed. That story brings us to the very end of UBC Lunchtime News. I am Brian Tumwine Biaruhanga. Goodbye and God bless Uganda.